Hey guys, this is Steven from The Legit PC, and welcome back to my video game reviews. Remember, I'm focusing a little bit more on the indie games nowadays. Sorry about the fan in the background, but it's super hot now. Also, I think my mic is better now, where the left and the right side are now matched up. So that's good. So number one, we're going to be looking at Battalion today, and it's a game that was kind of, I believe it was kickstarted, and then it kind of went off the map. And let me show you guys that with a player count. Battalion 1944, and this is a Steam store game, Steam store Battalion 1944. At some point I'll have this ready to go when I log in. But Battalion 1944 right now is $20. And they do have a DLC bundle for 30 bucks. And I think it first to fight upgrade includes one item. I don't know what's in the item, but it's a $20 game on a Steam store. And what we could look at really quick is we could look at kind of the player count. Because the big thing on these indie multiplayer games is the player count. So you see that it started in, it looks like this is when it was being built. And then when it was released in February 2018, it had a lot of players. And then it dropped and dropped and dropped. And then it bounced up a little bit and dropped and dropped and dropped. And now it's back up to higher than it's ever been. It's gained 530% in the last month. Current players is down, but still pretty good. What are live players? Live players right now we have 1,000. That's definitely good enough to play, and we're at 8:40 p.m. right now. And all-time peak is 16 million. And so here's the game on the Steam store, $20. So again, Shroud, who is a famous PUBG player, kind of made this popular, and that's how I originally found out about it. And so I wanted, now that I'm back into reviewing games, I wanted to take a look at it, as I'm a big Call of Duty 2 fan, and that was kind of where I got my start. Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was kind of where I started in shooters. So let's go ahead and start up a game. The first thing that I want to show you is for those guys that want competitive. I was going to see how long it takes to find a match, and while we're doing that, we can go ahead and talk about that. So, if some of the players, they want to do some sort of competitive stuff, and it's a 5v5 or 1v1, and all of it's search and destroy, standard search and destroy, and it's kind of like what is that one? Counter-Strike, where at the beginning you have a certain number of credits. You could buy your guns, your primary guns, and your grenades and smokes. And so if you keep doing worse and worse and worse, then you keep losing points. You don't get any points, and then you can't get your upgrades. I think the first time I did this, I think it took about 6 minutes. So there's not as many people playing competitive. The first time I played competitive, they were using a lot of jargon that I wasn't quite familiar with. I've only played one competitive game. And it also has a voting ban, so it's kind of like League of Legends, where you have your group ban the number of players. In this case, is maps, but only the lead will ban maps. Only the person that's at the beginning. Okay, so I think that was like 2 minutes, so that's good. So we're just gonna let this time out because I don't want to actually play it, and we're gonna play some unranked stuff. So that was like 2-3 minutes. I think that's way better. I think that was 2 minutes. You could see, you could rewind the video. I think it's 2 minutes, but that's definitely pretty good. I mean, it's not like Call of Duty status, or even if I don't even know if they even have ranked anymore, but that's pretty good for a competitive mode. So they have this unranked Wartide, which is basically the exact same thing, except for I think that's the full like 13 on 13 or whatever. Search and destroy. Point-based system where you get the guns, so it's just kind of like faster-paced game mode, and it's something that I like to play when like I'm doing something else on my other screen, so that when I die, it's going to take me a little bit longer to revive, longer than in League of Legends and other kinds of stuff like that. And so while I'm doing something in the other screen, I'm dead. I have to wait till I come back to life. I could be doing that. And so, but yeah, search and destroy, 2 points, only 1 bomb, just like Counter-Strike. Not everybody has a bomb, but I believe everybody can defuse on the enemy team. Point-based system. So that's how their ranked works. And their arcade is they have multiple different modes. They have 3 modes mainly: Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Capture the Flag. Domination, standard, capture 3 points, A, B, and C. Hold those points, and then the first 200 points wins. Capture the Flag. It's just a points-based system, just like sports. You know, if you could win by getting 1, and then you switch sides, and then you compete, and if there's only 1 time somebody scores, then they win. Team Deathmatch, you play up to 75 kills. In each individual team, let's go ahead and jump in an arcade game. Each individual team has, oh, you can see I'm level 11, and it has done a reset recently. So, and it still is in early access, which it should say in here. And also, I've turned down the graphics, so let's go ahead and show you the graphics. It's just some basic stuff: resolution, resolution quality, VSync, all that kind of jazz. But mainly, you just use these two: beauty or performance. So you have a lot of different textures and stuff. And so what we can do is turn on beauty. Basically, it bumps everything up to ultra. I don't know if this is going to look at what graphics card you have, but the game looks really good. It looks very good. And then at the beginning, you could just hit B to buy equivalent. And these are, we're playing on the Russian side, so you have Russian guns. And then the enemy is the Axis. You can see at the top, Allies and Axis. And it looks like we're doing Capture the Flag. So they have 1 and we have 0. And also, what's really good, that reminds me, I just got shot there, is that the rifle game is some of the best gameplay that I played in a really, really long time, the rifle gameplay. But you can see here that's not quite as optimized as I would like. Well, let me go ahead and reset my timer so we do at least, so we get 30 minutes of gameplay. So the gameplay starts now, so it won't do over 30 minutes from now. You can see that it's a little bit under optimized because we do have some frame drop right now. I'm at 60, but it'll drop at 50, 40 something. So that's why I kind of just optimize for performance, but I bump it up a little bit above that because then kind of everything looks like blobs. So let me go ahead and show you. Let's play a little bit. Let's play the rest of this round in this, and then maybe. So I got an assist there. You get 3 for assist, 5 for a kill. And you can see that the recoil is very pronounced. And so I'm going to switch. I'm a really big fan of the rifles in this game, especially these semi-automatic rifles. Now, semi-automatic and bolt-action rifles are both pretty good. These ones are, because it has a high clip content, they're very, very low in damage. But the M1 Grand and also this STG is the best rifle. I think it's the best automatic rifle. They have the Thompson, they have all the old ones that you're familiar with. But really great job in balancing. And also a lot of things are very, very realistic. So how they reload, I mean obviously the reload speed is heightened. And all that stuff. Recoil is definitely there. Everything is... Oh, he's below me. Okay. This is a bot. This has to be a bot. Oh, never mind. It's not a bot. Recoil's there. You can see the movement slightly slower, but you can still kind of do that Call of Duty kind of matrix that I just did right there on people. And here the round won't end until everything's returned to base. So we have their flag and they have our flag. So we need to return a flag in order for one to be captured. So all flags need to be returned for the mode to be over. And there it goes. Now we swap sides. Now we have Axis weapons. And that's where I'll show you some rifle gameplay. So, but in order to do rifle gameplay, I need the best frames because it needs to be super smooth when I'm sliding onto somebody. You can see here that there's no scopes, no nothing. It's how they would have had it in World War II. So there's no scopes, no gun customization. The only thing that they do have is they do have, when you level up, you get loot boxes. They're not, well, right now you can buy them, but they're disabled. So there are customizations to the guns as far as skins, but everybody plays with the exact same guns. There's no extra fluff on top, extra damage stuff. And obviously no death, no... There's obviously no death streaks or kill streaks or anything like that. It's just an old school Call of Duty 2 like shooter. And one of the things that you'll see right now, I'm throwing a grenade, is that the grenades are absolute garbage. The grenade damage, it basically literally has to fall on you in order to kill you. Like right there, it won't even kill me. It's literally right there. So what I'm going to do is to have better rifle gameplay. And also the mic and everything works really good as well. Get better gameplay. I'm going to go beauty, but you'll see what happens with beauty. Everything just kind of blobs. Oh, sorry, not beauty. Performance. So everything just gets super blobby. So what I usually do is I go in here and I'll bump everything to medium. And then that's what I'll play. And you'll notice that and then I just leave everything else standard. Just so I could kind of get depth of field and all that kind of stuff and see people. So now I'm pushing 192 frames. But you can see that everything's kind of overexposed. Oh. Who's that? And then so yeah, best rifle gameplay that I played in a long time. Maybe the best ever. Sniper. I think maybe what's the next one? Maybe Modern Warfare 3 or whatever. But then it was super laggy. Here, dedicated servers, as you saw, there was a server browser, so there's dedicated servers. I think right now there's hosting because they haven't. I think it's set up for dedicated servers, but right now they don't have it set to that. They have it to hosting. It might be dedicated servers. We could look at that after this game, but really good. Like I'm getting 92 ping right now. Perfect. It's not peer. As far as I know, it doesn't seem to be peer-to-peer. It seems to be very, very good gameplay. Very little lag, except for when I'm like uploading a video or something. Where's this guy? The only issue that I have is that unless you're doing the server browser, oh, he just went down the hole. If you're not doing the server browser, you're just gonna kind of get whatever map that they give you. Hopefully I don't die by fall. So that's the only thing, you know, you click on arcade, it's just going to give you random mode. And I don't think the server browser is working. So I think the only way that you could do is do arcade. But it doesn't really, you know, I like doing this, and I mean most people they're not really paying attention to winning the mode. They're just, you know, killing each other, which is, you know, the same on a lot of games. But there is quite a bit of you know, competitiveness on that one match that I played. I think majority of everybody had a mic of some type. Oh, that was nasty. I didn't think I was gonna get him. Ooh, that's cheating, dude. He swapped a pistol. It's cheating. But I do enjoy playing, whether or not I'll go back to competitive or I'll just play Wartide. I do enjoy Wartide. It's a limited time game mode, so I don't know if they're going to make that. They should definitely make that permanent. Oh, that's our guy, okay. And even they have the little sound of the flag moving. Oh no! Oh. I missed it. Oh, I hit him. So yeah, I really enjoy this game for 20 bucks. It's really a great game. You could see that if you have something better, remember I'm running a 9600K i5 and a 1063 gig. So if you have something better than that, you could probably run more than 60 frames per second on maxed everything out and run just fine. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and look at the server browser, and I'll show you what it looks like in between games. So a long match there in between, and you got the XP and stuff. And so let's show you stuff out of game. Exit the main menu. Armory. If you go in here in Armory, you can see that you get these war chests. Basically what you get is you get these skins for different guns. Right? So if we go down here, we can see basically they have the same one for the 911. They just have this Bearcat. But you can see here like this. This is Axis Nightmare, Snow Warrior, Blue Noser, Wildcat's one I got on. So this is the M1 Carbine, the M1 Grand, the MP40, STG-44, Grease Gun, Trench Gun. Trench Gun's used on all of the shotgun's the same for every group. Thompson, MP28. Ooh, this is nice. This is. Oh, I don't know if these. Oh, I can't equip it here. There you go, equip. These are limited edition, I think. Cool. So yeah, that's there, and let's see if the server browser works. I don't remember. And then you have training, battle rank. I don't even know what that is. Oh. Cool. KD ratio 0.8. Not very good, but whatever. Because this game, when I first started out, it was really, really hard. And competitive play is extremely hard. Those guys are extremely good, and the chances of them missing a shot is very low. And so you see, we could also do LAN parties and stuff. So you could take your rig to somebody's house and have a LAN party with lag free. So here, I mean, it looks like it does work, but the ping doesn't work. Right? It doesn't show ping. I don't know why it does that, but and it looks like it is indeed the dedicated servers. So it's really just like a updated Call of Duty 2 with some tweaks where you could shoot through walls. There is penetration. You could shoot people through wood and stuff, and the concrete walls and stuff. Ooh, this is the Ivory. Oh, my favorite M1 Grand. That is a bot, and so if the servers aren't full, then it will. Ooh, and there's knives. V is stocked in knife, but it doesn't give you. It gives you a little bit of a lunge, but not as much as in Call of Duty 2. And so here's my M1 Grand. I tear stuff up with this gun. But in competitive, you almost have to be good with rifle because that's about as long as you'll see somebody. And so you see there also the realistic, what they added to, and here's a bot. What they added to the gun is if I do like 4 rounds, I can't reload until I finish the clip, which is how an M1 Grand is in real life. So I like that. That's cool to have the realism. And because it has a smaller clip, it has more damage. As you see, I hit him with 2 shots, they're dead. And the other ones, and what was that one? Oh, he's got the fade also. And some of the other ones, you have to hit him with like 4 or 5 shots in order to kill him. And this one, you have to hit him with a couple shots. So I don't know if that's caliber based. Ooh. I don't know if that's caliber based or what that's based on, but I think it is well balanced. And the snipers, you can get hit markers, but very rarely. if you hit him like in the kneecap or in the leg, or even sometimes you'll just randomly get a hit marker. Sometimes it seems like oh, I killed 3 of them there. So you see this? Oh, see, there you go. Bot. These are all bots. Is there any real people in here? There's a couple people. There's people that usually join all the time. That was a real person. You can see that the bots aren't very good. And sometimes you wish, you know, that it just left, especially in this kind of game mode. They're really good for capturing points and capture the flag because they prioritize getting on point a lot. So they're good for those, but on Team Deathmatch, really, you just kind of farm kills off of them. You just kind of bury the enemy team on their bots' bodies, I guess you could say. But overall, you know, I'll play, let me see, how long, I did say 24 hours, I kind of changed that, because it just takes so long to do it. It says 15 hours there total. You know, because on this game I only play like maybe an hour or less a day. I mean, not a day, even, some days I don't even play it, but whenever I go and sit down and play the game, it's always less than an hour. But it's a great game to play, 20 bucks. Let's see, so here are system requirements. I'm looking on my second screen. Okay, recommended Intel i7 3770. So that's old one. 8 gigs of RAM. GTX 970 recommended. 20 gigs of space. I think it was about 20 or something like that. It says minimum is a 662 gig. So even my old graphics card that I gave to my roommate is a 660 Ti, and even that has is better. So this is what I'm going to do. Actually, I probably should have done this at the beginning. I use this to kind of hear footsteps. Oh, and then this is like the waiting section. So every time you die, it will give you a new gun. So that's pretty cool. So I probably should have done that at the beginning to lower the sound. Hopefully my mic goes in on top, but now I dropped the volume, so it should be better now. But yeah, you definitely want to turn the volume up so you can hear footsteps in single player, because you do a lot of walking around. I mean, not single player, competitive, because you do a lot of walking around crouched, listening for footsteps. This one's really annoying because there's just a whole bunch of bots. Let's see if we can find another game. And anything else in here. Oh yeah, so you could add a friend by hitting this button. I played with a friend. It's a little buggy where it won't always find a game to get your buddy on your team, and it won't always kick bots to get your buddy on the team. I don't understand why it doesn't just move your friend to your team and put a bot on the enemy team. It doesn't really make any sense, but... Oh, and then the Springfield, I really like the Springfield over... Yeah, this is a full game, no bots. And obviously easy to find bots. It literally says bot. Come on. I hear a guy. Oh, what? I might have been moving a little too much. Another capture the flag game, and obviously that last... Oh, I hit him! I no-scoped him. Oh. This guy right here. So yeah, if you throw a grenade, the chances of you killing somebody with that grenade is extremely low. It's because the range and the damage that grenades do is super low. Mainly the range. So they literally have to walk on top of it for you to kill them. So if they're stuck in a corner and you throw a grenade in there and you kill them, that's basically the only way you're going to be able to kill them. Oh, that was a really bad snipe. Let's see what else we have. So yeah, that was the one I used. STG-44, you saw that. And then the Car 98. There's only a few ones that have that. For example, the Americans have. Let's see, can I change sheets? No. So the Americans have. Did you see that glitch where the guy spawned in as American and then it changed him to German? Changed his side to Axis. It's kind of weird. Is that they have the M1 carbine instead of a bolt action rifle, instead of the Springfield and bolt action configuration. But in this one they have the scoped or non-scoped car. Wow, I'm doing so hot with the sniper. Let's do a regular. What? Oh, he had a second gun. So yeah, usually if I get a good warm-up with the rifles, I'm way better. I gotta get good warm-up time in. Oh, that guy just... And that brings up, as far as I know, there's very little, if not any, hackers in this game as of now. Usually, the paid games, there's not as many hackers as the free-to-play games. That's just kind of what a lot of people have found. Yeah, I heard him. He was in that building. Here's another skin. So, sorry, I was talking. Oh, nice snipe, dude. There's your trench gun. I just saw him go this way. Wow, this guy already pre-firing through that hole. Yeah, so I really like this game. You know, at this point, I'm pretty tired. It's at the end of the day, 9 o'clock. I worked a full day today, and then one of my buddies came over, and I helped him with some computer stuff. So maybe I'll upload some more footage at some point. Oh! I missed him with a knife. Yeah, so, I mean, within the next couple minutes here, we'll just probably do gameplay, but we're back on the, show them the Springfield. So the Springfield's got the standard stock scope instead of the one with the little needle, the vertical needle. It's got the classic Springfield scope. Again, none of the stuff is customizable. So the reticle that you get with the gun is the reticle you got. They might change that in future, but right now that's what you got. Oh, already not doing so hot. This is... yeah, this is just still capture flag. We just switched sides. Oh, he's down the street. Ooh, he's got the ivory at $1,000. Also, you could see here that with the capture the flag, they Oh, there we go. That the spawns are a little screwed up. So like when we go for their flag, we'll spawn all over there, and we won't be able to. We won't be able to guard it, which is kind of weird. Not of as big a fan as that. So there's still some work, but the game I'm gonna say is 98% perfect. It's just balancing now at this point. I do like the maps. A lot of people say that they have some questions about the maps, and obviously I think in what's it called, in the competitive, you ban all but 2 maps, so you only play 2 maps. So all you have to have really is 2 good maps that you like to play, and then in competitive, I think you play yours, and then they play theirs, and then that's it. So, you know, and over time they're going to add more maps. And I'm sure that First to Battle or whatever, that one has got the maps, but I hope not, because then that will split up the player base. And already we just have like 2,000 people today, so that's not the best. Let's look at that M1 carbine next. And so we'll just do this last 2.5 minutes. Ooh. And you'll see the lower damage with the M1 carbine. The guy's still there. Got the ivory. Wow, spawned me looking the other way. Sounds like that guy's still there. Got him. But I hit high, that's why my damage was high. It's because I hit high up. You can see again, no scope or anything like that. Oh, nice shot. You're dead. Yeah. Oh, man, what a monster. So probably at the end of this game, we'll leave back to the main menu and give some final thoughts. I mean, obviously, with talking, it's going to make me more and more tired of during this game. Probably should have shot this game at a later time, but because it's a... Holy shit. Am I lagging? Well, then again, this gun has a lot of recoil, bounces kind of all over the place. What was that guy? Because it's a multiplayer game, I think I might upload another couple minutes. Another couple minutes of gameplay, another 20-minute gameplay over this weekend or something. With no audio, mute the mic, and then you can just watch some gameplay, and I'll start recording when I am in the groove. Because this, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the game and kind of what guns I enjoyed. M1 Grand, Springfield, Car 98, scoped, unscoped, STG 44, and there's other guns that just don't get used because they're just not quite have the balance is not quite there yet. Bar is another good one, but and it's got a 30-round clip. I don't know if that is accurate to historic. And this is just going to end here because nobody has a flag. So yeah, a little disappointed on my quality gameplay. It really doesn't show. I mean, at the beginning when you saw that I was fresh and wasn't talking a whole bunch, or just started talking, that really my aim and everything was on point. A little better than it was now. But you kind of see some of the maps that we've done, some of the game modes. I don't think we did any domination. But we did do, you can see here, they got 2 loot crates because they leveled up. Which again are cosmetic only. Cosmetic only, no attachment for guns. But, so, what is this going to be? And I got the ivory grease gun. This is a game that's played quite popular on competitive. Get the M1. But you can see the bots are absolutely horrendous. Let's see if this is domination. And if not, we'll just move on. Oh, domination. Okay, so final thoughts while we play a few minutes more. Hopefully you guys heard me during the first segment. If not, I'm going to have to reshoot this anyways over the weekend. But hopefully you did. I really enjoy this game, and I think that it's worth the $20, and we are on the uptick of people on line to have this guy be a nice full game. Doesn't have to be like something that's, you know, selling like hotcakes, but you know, something that where we always have people in game would be nice. And you know, that's why I like to start pointing out these indie games so that we can have these games. Ooh, drop shot me. These games have have full servers and always be able to find people to play with. I think that is the important. I think that's the important part. So that's why I want to put this game in front of you guys, and that's why also, because of multiplayer, it's okay if I have some extra footage in between reviewing games. But I do have some other games that I've played for a while that I want to put out in front of people so that we could keep those full as well. So I do have other games that I do plan on reviewing as well, but right now I'm pretty much out of it because I'm just so tired from the day and recording, you know, all this audio and stuff. So I kind of lost focus and not playing as well. So I think I'll call it there. So let's go ahead and go to main menu. So again, this game is Battalion 1944, World War II first-person shooter, that of Call of Duty 2. You could find it on the Steam store for $20, not on sale. And right now we have about 1,000 people playing. And last 30 days we had 2,000 people, and in June 2019 we had 4,000. So it's on the uptick since Shroud streamed it. So go ahead and check that out on Steam. It's a really great game, and I enjoy playing it. And right now it's my first-person shooter of choice, besides some of the more you know, vehicle-based shooters. So those reviews of those guys will come eventually. So thank you guys for watching so much. Go ahead and check out Battalion on Steam Store. And I will see you guys in my next review. Hopefully I'll post, maybe this weekend, I'll post some more footage of this guy. When I'm not talking and I'm in the zone. And, when I get some really good footage, I'll start recording. Or I'll use the instant replay feature. Alright, thank you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for my next review and other in-game footage. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.